despite my intentions. So I'm back on it this week. So it's Monday and it is the sun in Virgo now. We've come from fun Leo, childlike Leo, proud Leo, in your face, here I am Leo, into independent, thorough, organised, particular Virgo. So what does that mean? Where you might have been feeling that you had lots of things to do. You might be feeling that you've had all these ideas, all these to-do lists, but you've not felt in the mood to do any of them in the last month. I'm just going to get this group up on my laptop because again I can't see your messages. And as we move into Virgo, that shifts completely. It's much more focused on work, focused on where you want to get things organised, where you want to do things. Let's get that up. So your mind will shift to being a bit more organised. Now you may find that you're a little bit critical as well, but it's a great time to get things done. So have a look. Virgo rules the 6th house, which is the house of health in astrology and of your duty of care. Now depending on what house your Virgo sits in will be more prominent. Might be looking at getting super organised, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, finalising things and being really thorough with everything. Really picky actually. The energy is picky, but it's in a good way. It's in a good way. And we do have Mercury retrograde coming into September. So we've got a few more weeks to really get things going before we get a chance to go back over. We also had that blue moon yesterday. I don't know if anyone saw it. It was a gorgeous moon in Aquarius. It was the double full moon. So that means that we've had 2 Aquarian full moons in the last month. One was at the end of July, one was at here yesterday. So the blue moon is, like it says, once in a blue moon, we hear that saying, so it doesn't happen often. What you may failed to release back in July, at the end of July, this full moon yesterday gives you that second chance to really get rid of what no longer serves you, and kind of have a deeper understanding of where you're going and what is working for you. And again, that could be in any area depending on where Leo sits. Leo rules the house of 5, so the house of fun, love, children, creative energies. So it's okay if something didn't work out there. It's a great time to let it go, and this Virgo energy is a really good time to realise actually that didn't work, but this is working. Let's put the energy into that. I for one definitely found it a bit more challenging in the last few weeks to get organised and to get focused. I had so many plans and ideas, but I just wanted to go out. I just wanted to go and have some fun, and I should have just done that really and just thought actually we'll be in Virgo in a moment, I'll work then, because I battled with it a little bit, and if I'd have kind of had a word with myself that would have been alright. So I think I'm going to remember next year to perhaps take the month of Leo season off and just enjoy it and not put any stress on me at all there. So have a little look at where you want things going. Okay, we've got a few hellos. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Louise. Good morning, Caroline. Good morning or good evening, Lorraine. Where are you, Lorraine, then? Are you not local? That's the evening time there. So I'll be having a look at some cards for some of you there if I get to see anyone popping up. But let's have a look at the cards I'm going to use today. Now this is from my new deck, the Celtic Tarot deck. I bought these at the Fairy Festival in Bewley, a couple of weeks ago. The book is amazing. It's a super hard book, and it's just got so much information. The images are great, and it's a great book. So even if you just bought it for the book, you'd be doing well for that. The images are grand. They're I met the artist, and he was a lovely guy. He didn't know tarot. He just drew what he was inspired to from the chats with the guy. Christoph Hughes created the actual book, cards, and it was Chris Down who was the illustrator, and it was Chris Down that I met. Some of them are a little bit, poke your eye out, some of them there, and a couple of them I was like, oh, that's interesting, his take on things. But some of them are just gorgeous. My only one that was a little bit disappointing, because the detail that he's got in these cards is really cool. It's really good. So the only one I was slightly disappointed with was the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune has got so much detail in it, and to me it seems to be lacking a little bit. I don't know, just, I mean, there is symbols in it, but it's just all one colour. I think they could have done something a bit more with that, personally. But majority of them are quite fabulous. So Lorraine, you're in Melbourne. Oh, how's it going there? How's it going over there? I've got a lot of family in Australia. One day I shall go out there. Caroline says, before using new cards, should you do a protection prayer or something? You can do, yeah. I've just done a blog on how to cleanse your cards. It's on my website, www.katemay.co.uk. So I'll try and remember to put that in the group. I've kind of kept it for the tarot community that I've got. For those that have done my course, they're in the tarot community. So I've kind of kept a lot of tarot blogs and things for that. But you can check out on my website how to cleanse your tarot cards, and it talks about the prayer protection. It talks about using sage, using crystals, using different herbs, all sorts there. But you can do, if you feel that you need to, and some people definitely would, they might put a little prayer, they may do something with the cards. For me, just handling them, for me, it puts my energy on them, you know, and as soon as I get a deck, I handle it quite well. So just handling them, and my own intent that these are mine, and I'll be working with them. I don't know if I'll be using these for clients, to be honest. I like my traditional Rider Waite there for clients. It's got a different energy over it. The energy's been built up over the years.